Welcome to Vlogmas day 13. I'm in the car with my mom. We are going to church right now. It was a bit of a hectic morning, so I didn't vlog because I had Cutie and Wilbur and they were both like going crazy today. Oh!
Just hold it in a distance so they can't get up.
Oh, they look so hungry. I just got to church and what you guys just saw was Cutie, Wilbur, and Buddy all trying to eat my breakfast. So I'm trying to catch Buddy because he's so hyper. But anyway, if you guys remember last year, I explained that my dad is a pastor at the church that I go to, and this is his office. So we are lucky enough to be able to bring our little pups with us. Because smaller dogs are a little bit different than bigger dogs. You can't really leave them quite as long. When Cutie, when we first had her, we could leave her for like 8 hours, like when I was at school, and she would be fine. But in her older age, she really can't be left alone for more than like a couple hours, and Wilbur and Buddy aren't the best when they're left alone. So we're very lucky to be able to bring our little chihuahuas to church with us. And everybody at church loves you guys, right? Everyone loves you. Oh, Cutie Pie, everyone said that you're so cute in the comments of the last video. What do you think about that? You think you're cute? Okay, so this is like my third time filming this. I just wanted to like explain to you guys something, and I keep making it really long, and just like I feel like it's not necessary how long I'm making this, but it's probably gonna be long again. I can feel it coming already. Anyway, I love Vlogmas because I get to like show you guys my real life and how like I really am and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to make this one of those like dramatic YouTuber moments. I literally just had a breakdown. I started like crying my eyes out because I just feel I've been feeling this way for a really long time now, and like after I get done with this, I really don't want you guys like commenting like, oh my gosh, your videos are so good, like you're amazing, stuff like that, because I really appreciate it, but like I'm not looking for sympathy when I tell you guys this. I'm just kind of telling you guys so you guys like can maybe relate to it or whatever. But I've been feeling a lot lately that like my channel's kind of like going nowhere. I have 72,000 subscribers, but I've been doing YouTube now for almost 3 years in January, and I look at other people's channels who have been doing YouTube for 3 years, and they're just like on such a different level than me. And I think the thing is too, like, I think it's a lot easier, and I don't want to say it's easier because I don't know for sure, but I think it is a little bit easier for people who are doing like those typical lifestyle videos where they make their videos like super neon and like they put all this like illegal music in it and do like the same DIYs, the same crafts and stuff. Those types of channels seem to just like blow up, and like to me, I feel like I could totally change my channel into that, but like that's not my personality. Like I don't like neon colored things. I don't like, you know, this like the typical thing, and I feel like I want to be like true to myself, and like my true self is like I love really old vintage things, and I love like more like pastel retro colored things than like all these like bright neon colors that people are doing and using like the same typical music. I'm too scared to use that music because I feel like I'm gonna get copyrighted and get my videos taken down. But so I've been just like in a funk with my channel lately, and I just feel like I keep thinking like, okay, this next video I do, it's gonna be like a really good video for my channel, and then like it just does nothing. And Wilbur, what are you doing? And I just feel like it does like nothing. And not that I want to quit YouTube, but I'm happy I'm not crying, because the last 2 times I was filming this, I was like bawling my eyes out while explaining this to you guys. But it's not that I want to quit YouTube or feel like I should or anything like that, but it's just like I put so much time and effort. Like I don't know, like I just like pour myself into YouTube, and I like eat, sleep, breathe, like everything YouTube. And I just feel like I try so hard to just like grow my channel and like do videos that people are gonna like, and like I just feel like it's not like doing much for me. I don't know. And I think I got really upset about it because I Well, first of all, I was just having like a bad day, and this is the thought that's been in my mind now for like months. And I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna do something that's gonna make myself feel good today. So I was like, I'm gonna take a cute picture. Alyssa got me, if you guys saw in the vlog, the really cute shirt, this Love and Coffee. I was like, I'm going to take a really cute picture in this on my bed, post it to Instagram, because photography has always been a passion of mine, and I'll explain to you guys later on why it kind of stopped. But so I was like, you know, I want to get back into that and just take pictures. So I was like, I'm going to do this. It's going to be fun. So I posted the picture. Everyone starts like tagging Mac Baby in it, and I'm like, what the heck? So like, I click on her profile, and she literally has the same exact picture up in the same freaking shirt. And I'm like, what are the odds that, like, I don't follow her, I don't watch her videos, I watch her vlogs, like, on occasion, but I was just like, why? Like, what the heck? So everyone's, like, commenting, like, you're a wannabe, your videos suck, like, why are you copying all of Mac Baby's photos? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, we don't even have the same style, like, but it was so bizarre, because we literally posted, like, the same exact picture, same, like, hair, like, holding on a bed with white pillows. It was just bizarre to me. Like, I swear to you guys, I've never even seen that picture in my life. So it was like so weird to me. I was just like, what the heck? And it kind of was just like my breaking point. Like, I had a bad day, and I feel like it just like pushed me over the edge, and I just like literally just started like bawling my eyes out, and I was just like, I can't take this. Like, there's just too much. And I think that in my last vlog, I had explained to you guys, like, I didn't want to talk about what happened with Cutie because I was going to get really emotional about it, but I feel like I should explain to you guys, like, somewhat of what happened. I can already feel myself, like, wanting to cry my eyes out, but I'm going to try not to. It was just, like, a really, really bad year for me, and so that's why I don't really like to talk about it. Like, I don't even tell. The only person I've ever explained, like, the full extent of, like, my emotions to is Connor, and I only told him like last year what had happened, and like he was in shock that like I felt the way that I felt. But so literally my first year of college, well, a little back history, I've always done terrible in school, so bad. I've had to go to learning centers. When I was in 10th grade, I almost failed out. I feel like I tell you guys this a lot because I feel like it's important for you guys to know that if you're doing bad in school, it's not just you, that there's other people out there that are doing terrible. So I ended up having to switch schools, go to a smaller school that would be easier for me to learn. And I ended up passing 10th grade, thank God. But anyway, high school was like terrible for me. It was absolute worst. I made a video on this channel about like my high school experience if you want to watch it. So it was terrible. And I got to college. Everyone said if you hate high school, you're gonna love college. So I was like, awesome. I got to college and I really did love it. I started getting really bad anxiety attacks, and I've always dealt with anxiety somewhat, but these were insane. One time, well, pretty much like every single month, I'd have like a major anxiety attack where I'd be throwing up for hours. One time it got to the point where I was throwing up straight for 7 hours. So I eventually had to go to the doctors, obviously get medicine to help me to stop throwing up, and that was kind of like the point where I was like, I have to do something about my anxiety. And like, I don't like taking medicine. I'd rather like pray about it and hope that, like, you know, just trusting God that like everything's gonna be okay. So that's what I did. My anxiety pretty much like subsided a little, but it was still pretty bad. So fast forward to the next year now, everything seems to be going a little bit better. My grandparents ended up moving in with us, and it was really stressful because they, at this point, they had started to kind of like lose their mind a little bit, and they were being kind of mean to me. Obviously they didn't mean it, but it was just adding a lot of stress. My mom was really stressed out at home because my grandparents were living with us, and so like the environment was like very stressful. And so on top of that, Cutie started having these issues. And if you guys know me, you know I'm absolutely attached to Cutie. My parents got me Cutie because they felt bad for me because my dad's a pastor, and I always got dragged to like all these meetings and stuff like that, and they felt bad for me because I didn't really have anyone to talk to. My sister's 8 years older than me, so she's like away at college, and I was pretty much like alone all the time. So they're like, let's get her a dog, because I literally prayed for a Chihuahua for 2 years straight, and they're like, okay, it's time to get her one. So they got me Cutie, and I feel like I just had like such a close bond with Cutie, and I just would think of her as like my best friend. And I know most people do with their dogs. If you don't have animals, you probably think I'm insane, but that's okay. So anyway, Cutie, she ended up getting really sick. She got Demodex. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the picture. I'll try to upload it in here. Basically, with Demodex, she lost all of her hair. Her whole body started to scab, and it was basically like taking over her body, and it caused her to have these major breathing issues. Like at one point, the doctor gave us like so much medicine. We have like 12 different medications, and he was like, okay, like, you know, this medication's for this one's for this one's for this, and he's like, you know, whatever like symptoms she's doing, that like you need to give her the medicine accordingly. So like it would be at like 1 in the morning, and I start to hear her maybe like make a certain noise, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that means, like, I'm like thinking to myself, like, what medicine do I have to give her? And I'm like looking through all the medications, and I have to like go downstairs and like try to give her the medication, and like she wouldn't be eating it because it was a pill. So I would like try to put it in like some other type of food to hide it, and she would just keep spitting it out, and I literally would be like sobbing. And I'm gonna start crying. I would literally be sobbing on the floor because I was just so tired, and I would get like anxiety attacks during this because she wouldn't take the medicine, and I was just like, I knew if she didn't take the medicine, like it was gonna get so much worse. So I would just be like on the kitchen floor, like in the dark, crying my eyes out, like trying to get her to take this medicine, and it was so stressful. And then there'd be other points where she like would stop, not that she would like fully stop breathing, but like she would be like gasping for air, like she wasn't gonna like make it. And so at that point we would have to rush her to the emergency room at like 3 in the morning. And I literally, for 4 months straight, when this whole thing was going on for 4 months, I got no sleep. Every single 10 minutes of my sleep, I would be waking up and I would look at her because she slept like right here on me. And like I would be making sure she was breathing. I literally would turn all the lights on in my room. Like I got so paranoid, and I was like, oh my god, is she breathing? And I would like have like heart attacks and start having like all these like, not legit heart attacks obviously, but I would get like these major anxiety attacks, and I was just like, I don't know if she's breathing, and I would start freaking out, and I remember I'd be like, Mom, I don't think she's breathing, and then like it just got really, really bad. So at certain points we'd have to rush her to the emergency room, and I remember like at one point we were driving her to the emergency room at like 3 in the morning, and I look at her, and she's literally like, her throat is all extended, and she's like going like this, she's like and I thought she was literally taking her last breath. And I remember I was like screaming in the car. I was like, Mom, she's not breathing, she's not gonna make it. And my mom was like driving the car so fast, and we were just trying to get to the emergency room, and like we get in there, we're like, you need to put her in the oxygen. And once again, I know this sounds so dramatic for people who don't have pets, and even if you do have pets, you might think this is dramatic, but like I just can't even imagine her like suffering. Like you don't want an animal to suffer. So we bring her to the emergency room, they're like, they come out and they're like, you know, she's not gonna make it, she's gonna die. And they're like, if for some reason something changes, should we start doing like chest compressions on her and stuff? And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, yes, of course. And so they said though, like, you know, she's not gonna make it, we're sorry. And I remember just like having an anxiety attack and like sobbing and like just calling Connor and like freaking out. And I remember though, I was just like, I just gotta keep faith and just keep praying that like she's gonna be okay. They came out like 20 minutes later, and they're like, I don't know what happened, but like she's gonna make it, she's okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that was so God, like thank you. But like stuff like that literally just kept happening for the next like 4 months straight, and like there was just so many other things going on, and like I was doing really bad at school at this point, and I was having like major anxiety attacks because I am really, really shy. And I was in a class where we had to do like public speaking, and I remember like going to her, I had an anxiety attack in front of her. I started like sobbing, I couldn't even talk, I was shaking, and I was just like, I can't do the public speaking thing, like I literally, and normally I can handle it, but I think because of everything that was happening with Cutie, I was just so like, I was so like anxious inside that I just could not handle another thing. And she like totally understood. She was so nice about it. She's like, I'll just give you like an extra assignment to do. So the reason why I told you guys that story is because I think that what's happening is because you guys know, if you have anxiety, that it wears you down so much. And I think that like I've just been like so worn down, and like I just still like feel like it. Like I feel like I'm not my normal self, and I think it's been bugging me because like I can literally just feel like the past, ever since that happened with Cutie, like I've never been my normal self again. Like I've always have been like really like tired. I always feel really sick, and so like anytime something happens with her where she's not breathing, I like instantly go back to that place where I was so like low and so anxious and stuff, and I just like automatically like feel that way again. And I think that's why I've been losing like so much weight lately, because I've been so stressed out like with YouTube, and like when I'm stressed out, like I don't eat. So I think like I've been so focused on like trying to like make my channel so good that like I just haven't been eating. And it's not that I have an eating problem, trust me, I want to gain weight. I just don't have an appetite, because when you're anxious, like you feel sick and you don't want to eat. So that, I wanted to tell you guys that. I've always wanted to make a video on this, but like, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm ready to like fully tell everyone on my other channel. And like, it goes so much more than like what I even explained to you guys. Like, I can't even explain to you guys like how I felt when everything was happening with Cutie. Like, I literally would sit on my bed and just stare at the wall, and like I would look at my phone, and like I would freak myself out because I literally would have been like staring at the wall for like 2 to 3 hours and like have like no emotion. Like I literally felt so numb for like 3 months. It was just like the scariest feeling ever. So, you know, like if any of you guys are going through something like that, like please talk to someone, or you know, like please like talk to someone, or like message me or something, because I'm always here for you guys. I just think it sucks when people go through stuff like that and like they just feel like they don't have anyone to talk to. So I am proud of myself for not really crying, got a little teary-eyed, but I want to keep things happy. I just felt like I wanted to tell you guys that in case any of you guys can relate and just know like you're not alone, like other people do go through things. So yeah, I'm like getting a major hot flash right now from telling you guys that. I don't know why. So I think I need to take a shower. So I am getting ready to go to bed. It's been such a long, draining kind of day. I'm super tired, so it's time for bed. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's vlog. I hope I'm not leaving this vlog off in like a weird, awkward kind of place. I feel like what I told you guys is like so deep, and I feel like Vlogmas is supposed to be really fun, but like I said, I feel like it's good to tell you guys like what's going on in life. So yeah, I'm sure tomorrow I'll wake up and be back to my happy self. It's just everyone has those days where they're not feeling too great and just like life kind of happens, you know. I feel like the reason why I just always feel so awkward about like telling you guys certain things is because I know like the people who watch these videos. I know all my friends watch my videos. I know some of my family does. I know Connor's friends watch my videos. I know Connor's mom watches my videos. And I know just like so many people watch my videos, so it's very like nerve-wracking, because I feel like when I'm telling you guys, it's not like I'm just telling you guys, because I would have no problem. I feel like I can connect with you guys really easy, but like just knowing that like all these other people are like watching this, it makes it really awkward and really hard for me to almost like sometimes be my true self, because I know, and it's not like I'm acting, you know, different, but it's just, it's like nerve-wracking just knowing that like these other people are watching my videos that I know, because I feel like I always get like, after I upload a vlog, like I always get people texting me like, oh my god, what happened during that, or why were you doing this, or what was going on here? And it's just like, I appreciate that people that I know like watch my vlogs and like are concerned. I don't know why I have this on my finger, but are concerned about me and stuff. But I'd rather not have like the questions and all that stuff. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for watching my vlogs. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.